What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, we need to talk about CroNodes because I talked to some people on my live stream and, I think I'm going to change up my strategy a little bit. As people were coming out and saying, hey, this is what this position is all about, or I was talking about what I was doing with my position and collecting my CroNodes and all of that other type of stuff, people were coming back with other suggestions on what they're doing and how much they're actually getting back while they're doing that. So I wanted to talk about this position and what my plans are going forward with recouping my initial investment as well as gaining as much as I possibly can throughout this position. So we're going to talk about this and how it has changed because it's changed slightly. But before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. One of those links is being my Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Perry8K, you can search for it or you can click the link down below. And we have the Let It Burn channel where we burn off Shiba Inu every single month. And we try and get people to burn off Shiba Inu every day as we go through the live streams, which creates more and more burns. But that's a whole nother or a whole separate coin, a whole separate story. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into CroNodes because that's what you're here for. Currently, CroNodes price is at $38.68. It's up about 1%. You can see that we're seeing a lot of fluctuation. If we go down here, we're seeing a lot of fluctuation. It's like somebody drew on it with a crayon. They're just scribbling like that. That's the fluctuation you're seeing. Love seeing that. The reason why I love seeing that is because it shows that people are buying and selling it. So it shows that people are getting the position, maybe quote unquote staking it, and buying the position, selling the position, getting in, getting out, all that other type of stuff, and seeing this thing really, really move because of the fact that people are holding the position, right? People are buying the position. They want it, right? It shows as desirable. Now, if we look at the overall circulating supply, we're looking at about 20.4 million or total supply. Circulating supply is way less. It's actually at about a million. 95% of this coin is burned off. You're going to see that 7,699 addresses are holding it. And if you look at the holders, 95% of this position is burned off, which is 19.4 million. So you have a total of about 1 million that's left in there, or exactly 1 million that's left in there. And that's what's trading back and forth. That's what's moving around. So obviously that's great to be able to see less coins because you have that many coins. It's kind of, it's not horrible because 20 million coins is not bad, but having 1 million coins shows a lot more growth. So let's go into the CroNodes platform. If you're not familiar with what CroNodes is, so for CroNodes, the way that you end up creating passive income with this position is by taking 20 CroNodes that you buy, which would be valued at around $700 or so, and you change it or you stake it for one node. Now, when that one node is created, it generates one CroNode of a payment of a reward per day. And that's where it is right now. So while you're claiming that reward, you're basically getting free money. However, you have to make up your initial investment because once you quote unquote stake it, I'm going to keep calling it staking it because I don't know what to call it. Once you stake it, then you don't get that back. There's no unstaking it. So once you decide to do that, you can't go backwards. The only way that you can recoup your investment is by collecting the CRN. So while you have 94,000 people that decided they wanted to collect CRN or stake these nodes, they're gaining massive rewards or at least compounding these rewards. Now, for me, I'm looking for a way to create more nodes as time goes on. Maybe I should buy 10 so that every 2 days I can create another node. That would be amazing. Or I can, just keep what I have and then decide to move forward with it and maybe even cash out and recoup my investment and then move forward after that. Well, there's a lot of people that are actually taking advantage of what's going on right now. And they have, 100 nodes to where they're putting the nodes back in there, recouping it, and then they're getting, or they obviously can only have a max of 100 nodes, but they're putting so much in there to basically recoup their investment a lot faster. So for me, I think it would probably be a better option if you found a way to buy more nodes or get as many nodes as you can so that you can recoup your investment faster. Now, the issue that you deal with there is that you put a lot of belief and a lot of trust into this system. And I don't want to be that person that throws a crazy amount in there. That would be $10,000 that you could throw in there, and you would get 10 nodes, which essentially you can get a payment back of 10. And then put that right back in there in the second day, put that right back in there, compound it, and then you have another node that you're adding to the system. So every 2 days, you would be adding a new node to there to be able to gain more CRN. Eventually, they're going to lower the amount that you get back from 1 CRN to a half a CRN. But if you have 100 nodes already, then you're going to, even if you're gaining a half a CRN, you're still gaining 50 CRN in the process every day, which will be a decent amount of passive income. So who knows when that's going to happen, but I would imagine they're going to slowly decrease that as more people get involved in this platform. So I think it's definitely something that I want to look into a little bit more and see how many nodes I want to create. At least I want to have 5. So I am going to take everything that I've gained with the CRN, and every time that I have the CRN, I'm going to take it, turn it into CRO. And then once I do get the 20, I'm going to change it back to CRN and then stake it again. So that's really going to be the process, because right now what I am doing, if I go into my spreadsheet here with all of my different CroNodes here, this is my spreadsheet, and it shows how much I'm gaining. I'm currently gaining 2 per day, but if I'm obviously gaining 4 or 5 per day or 10 per day, it really only takes me a number of days to compound my CroNodes, and then eventually I can get to a point to where I'm comfortable. I'm gaining $100, $200, $1,000 per day and sit on that for all eternity until they decide to decrease the value. So it shows so much potential to increase this position. And again, this is not financial advice. It's merely just my opinion. This could all collapse tomorrow. And that's why I don't want to risk, $10,000. This could all collapse literally tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is probably find a way to hold 5 of them, gather 5 every single day, and then eventually change it into CRO, after the fact. So when I get to a point to where I'm holding 10 or 20, that's where I'll stop. I'm not going to look to hold 100, because who knows how long it's going to take for me to get to 100. As I start gaining more and more, it'll be easier to get to 100, but I don't want to have to deal with it collapsing from underneath me. I want to be able to recoup my investment, especially if my investment is going to be a lot higher than 1,400. So we will track this. We will keep this all in mind, but I am going to, reinvest my CRN that I claimed, as well as probably move some more money over to the Cronos network to invest more. And I think I can possibly get 5 at the moment. Until I end up spending more money. But right now it's just 5. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me know what you think about this plan. Is it a good plan? Should I compound all the way up to 100 nodes? Or should I just stick with what I have and then, recoup my investment? Because right now it'll take me 20 days to recoup my investment. If I put 5 in there, if I put 4 more basically, or 2 more, and then take my investments that I already made and hopefully get a 5th one. If I take that, then every 4 days I can get another node, which essentially will give me 6 per day, then 7 per day, then 8 per day, then 10 per day, right? You know what I mean? Like, it'll give me so much. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this position. I understand it's very sketchy because it's too good to be true. But I think eventually they will decrease the value that you get back. And when they decrease the value that they get back, I hope that I have enough that it still makes a difference. It still gives me $200, $300 a day. That would be phenomenal. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next video.